British Prime Minister Keir Starmer is hailing a meeting with President Xi Jinping in Beijing as productive. He says business is a big focus of his three-day trip to China, the first by a UK leader in nearly a decade.
It was a real strengthening of the relationship, and that's in the national interest because, of course, there are huge opportunities here in China. It's the second biggest economy in the world, and that's why we've got such a big business delegation.
Among the agreements struck between London and Beijing, visa-free entry for British nationals traveling to China for less than 30 days. But it wasn't all good vibes. Starmer says he raised some tough issues with Xi, including imprisoned pro-democracy Hong Kong media mogul Jimmy Lai and China's poor human rights record with Uyghur minorities in Xinjiang.
Well, we raised those issues as you would expect. Part of the rationale for engagement is to make sure that we can both seize the opportunities that are available, which is what we've done, but also have a mature discussion about issues that we disagree on.
The two sides also discussed Taiwan, with China saying the UK will not change its policy toward the country. Britain does not recognize Taiwan as a state. Starmer is one of several world leaders who have made trips to China lately, including the heads of France, South Korea, and Canada. It comes as U.S. foreign policy becomes more unpredictable under President Donald Trump. His administration has put tariffs on almost all countries, including close allies, which has upended the global order. When asked about Starmer and Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney's recent visits to China, Trump showed his disapproval.
Mr. President, what do you think about the UK getting into business with China? Keir Starmer was in Beijing.
Well, it's very dangerous for them to do that, and it's even more dangerous, I think, for Canada to get into business with China.
Still, the UK and China seem to be moving forward on warmer ties, something Beijing has confirmed. But despite some speculation about what that could mean for London and Washington, one expert says their long-term relationship is still rock solid.
I think the British, if they're ever presented with a simple America or China kind of choice, they will always choose America because the relationship with America is extremely strong. It's broad.
The UK is just the latest country looking to rebalance ties between key ally the US and its chief rival China. But with Washington's relations with the rest of the world in question, it may not be the last. Devin, Tsai, and Liao for TaiwanPlus.